Hey guys, welcome to another episode. I'm your host, the Cartoon Dude, and the winners of the last episode are... If you want to win a shout out, hit that subscribe button with notifications on and comment that you did. I'll randomly announce a winner in the next episode. And today, we're talking about one of the biggest monsters, the king of Kaiju. He's huge, tall, and scary. He's physically so strong and unbeatable that no monster that's ever dawned on Earth could confront him yet. We're talking about the one and only Nuclear Zilla. The Nuclear Zilla is this huge as hell monster who looks roughly like a dinosaur. Or can we say a fat and tall lizard? He has 4 limbs, 2 of them acting like legs, and 2 as arms. The legs are thicker and the arms are thinner. Each of the limbs has 3 fingers or toes. His head and tail are the 2 prominent physical features of the monster. The tail is very long and fat. Half of the destruction that the Zilla causes to cities is done using his tail. The head looks like a dinosaur head with 2 striking red shiny eyes. The eyes are placed deep inside the socket kind of place on his face, making his stare intense and scary. In today's episode, we'll talk about the origins of Nuclear Zilla, how he's created, his powers, and everything. This monster has a black body with rough skin all over his body. Nuclear Zilla is a mutated version of Godzilla when Godzilla was hit with an atomic bomb. He absorbed the radiation and turned into this black monster with glowing red skin. The outer skin is so rough and hard that nothing can penetrate through the skin. Missiles, nuclear bomb, nothing works on this monster. That's the reason we were not able to kill this monster till now. It looks like the outer body of a crocodile, but in larger scale. There are so many scales and projections all throughout the Zilla's body, especially from behind the head to the back of the tail. There are 2 trails of big projections. They're spiky and sharp. Basically, if you go near the monster, whether he kills you or not, you're going to get into an accident with his body and die. This physicality of the monster is his biggest strength. I mean, he walks taller than any tall building on the earth and is stronger than the hardest material. However, the alarming fact is that his strength does not stop with his physical prowess. There's more to this dangerous monster. As the name suggests, he is a Nuclear Zilla. To talk about his abilities, we need to talk about how he came into being. According to the famous theory, the incident happened in Japan. Godzilla is kind of a savior to the human civilization. If Godzilla wants, he can destroy the whole world because we can't kill it. But he respects the nature and stays under the rules. During 1980, Japanese government started a mission to kill Godzilla, and they joined forces with the American government to use nuclear power to kill it. There had been multiple attempts to kill Godzilla in the past, but this time it was a bigger bomb with extreme explosive capacity. They dropped the bomb on Godzilla. There was this huge explosion. The sky turned red, but when the dust settled, from the fumes emerged a huge monster, bigger in size, black, glowing red. At that moment, these soldiers realized they've made a grave mistake, that they've created an even bigger monster. In one breath, the whole battalion was turned to ashes. Nuclear Zilla is more angrier version of Godzilla. It can emit hot, fiery radiation from its mouth and its whole body. If Nuclear Zilla walk by a city, the whole city will be burned and turned into ashes. Till this point, Nuclear Zilla has not attacked human civilization, but we cannot say for certain any attempts to kill him was a colossal failure. Fighter planes can't even fly near it. Planes will melt in seconds. Nuclear Zilla emits heat and radiation to miles of its body, so you know how deadly it is. When it enters the water, you can see fumes till miles. The fumes makes it harder to track him. We still don't know why it turned into this monster. Well, we kind of know because we nuked the damn thing. Common man, it's all our fault. But in a serious note, we don't know how it absorbed the radiation and the reason behind the behavior change. When it emerged out of the sea, that was the most scaring and shocking evening for the public. They couldn't believe their eyes. They were watching something surreal in front of their eyes. The monster caused a mass destruction to the city and killed so many people. He walked around with this huge body. They called him Zilla, the Nuclear Zilla. And once he emerged from the water, the monster's power as a nuclear creature was also revealed. He's actually a walking nuclear core. His body continuously emits nuclear emission and heat that could melt everything. Even if he does not attack you, being around the creature will melt you within seconds. And when the monster opens his mouth, red-colored nuclear rays are emitted, which is nothing less than molten lava. These emissions are called the nuclear breath. This can burn you down in seconds. So, along with physically destroying the city with his body, the Zilla also uses the nuclear fire from his mouth unto everywhere. Scientists are of the opinion that inside the body of the Nuclear Zilla, there is steaming hot lava. The people who are being eaten by the Zilla are thrown into this lava and disintegrated into flames. In some highly aggressive moments, the Zilla spits out hot lava. This fries whatever it hits on. People, vehicles, buildings. Nothing can survive this hot liquid. It creates a hole in the soil surface like a comet impact. After stirring the life upside down in Japan, the Zilla went back to the sea. People could only run and watch him do all the destruction that he wanted to do. No one or nothing could stop him. Following this first time, the Nuclear Zilla emerged in a different part of the world in the Gulf of Mexico. After that, many times in many other countries. After one attack, the Zilla never returns to the same land. He'll get back to the ocean and travel through the waters. In a few months, he emerges out in another land, another country, killing thousands of people. The whole world is in its tiptoe waiting for the next attack. There's no guarantee that he can't come back to the same place again, and he can emerge in any country, for a matter of fact. Nuclear Zilla's attack means the country and the people are infected with nuclear radiations. This means the people there are affected for generations to come. Having the Nuclear Zilla roaming around the Earth will eventually make all the humans affected with nuclear emissions. This will degenerate all the humans in the coming generations. It's going to affect the whole mankind soon, and will end the human race itself. This is dangerous than what we can contemplate. So it's very important that we find a way to stop this monster as soon as possible. So, there guys. That was the Draw My Life video. If you like horror stories like this, hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss any episode. See you in the next one, and stay safe.